can hear stuff. We live?
Just a little.
Oh, okay. I heard music, that's why. Well, I think am I not hearing music? What's going on? Well, I hope nobody hears all of that. But
You're on.
You're on? Can you mute yourself? Okay, so am I on? Can you guys see me? We missed the intro. That tech guy is so fired. Again.
Don't fire that guy.
Did I fire that guy? I think he's fired. It's a good thing he works for free. Or else he would have been out of here a long time ago. But welcome to Sippin and Trippin with the Ladies Wine Club. My name is Nina.
I'm Sandra.
And I'm Althea.
So we're glad that we're on. Hopefully when we go off, it'll be a little bit better. But I am glad to be here today with another live wine review. I've been posting some of our podcasts, so you guys get a feel. So this is kind of the watered down version because we don't want to get kicked off of Facebook for now. But anyway, how's it going? Everybody's ready for the weekend, 4th of July. We're gonna
Definitely ready. I'm ready.
As ready as it's gonna get for me. I'm working. I work a lot of the holidays. Oh, yeah. How's everything? How you ladies' week going?
Tough. Been a tough week. Lots of drinking.
Oh, it's been going like getting onto this podcast. Been going. That explains anything to you. Wow. So it's been tough, but I'm glad it's Friday. I'm glad it's getting there because we have great wines to review tonight, and some fun topics. So stick with us. And if you guys are drinking anything out there, let us know what you're drinking. But Sandra, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking tonight. It is the Robert Mondavi Private Selection 2018 Cabernet Sauvignon. It's 13.5% alcohol. It's from California, of course, because Mondavi is California wine. It was $7.97 is what I looked up.
Wow.
At Total Wine. So. Wow. We'll see what I think.
Really inexpensive wine. Okay, and what about you, Althea? What are you drinking tonight?
I have the.
You've been drinking a lot.
Sorry. I got a message while I was talking to you on my phone. I have the Paso Robles. And how do you pronounce the last name? Robles. And it's a California wine, and it's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
How much have you been drinking, girl? How much have you been drinking? Please don't drive anywhere.
You're absolutely right, but I got it out. It's a 14.9, and it's
that speech.
I know. Well, I don't get paid just like the sound man doesn't, so you get what you get for free. I can mess up my pronunciations all day long. Y'all can't fire me.
Pronunciation. It's a 14.9, so that's serious business going on right there.
Yes. Okay. So I'll let you guys know how it is later.
Okay. Well, I picked up a BOGO, buy one get one for free, of the Urban Barn. I picked up a Cabernet Sauvignon, but tonight I am drinking the Pinot Noir for tonight. This is a 13.5%. This wine runs you about $16 a bottle, so 2 for $1. I'm feeling pretty good. I will always try something 2 for 1
I know
because,
that's right.
yeah, I mean, at this rate, I'm looking at it like $8. I'm okay with it. I figure it can't be that bad. I mean, I tried a $3.92 wine, so
Duck or
I'm up.
something.
Yeah, Lucky Duck or something. So I'm up for about anything. So, ladies, while we drink, let's talk. Okay. So, are we having, because I can't see online right now. Do we have anybody say hello to
Martha
again?
is on with us. Hi, Martha. She's
Hi,
our
Martha.
only listener.
Okay,
And
Oh,
I have to, one of our number one fans, because you're a number one fan when you actually call in and say you can't make it to be to
yeah,
listen
yeah.
in. So Karen says she's in New York and she can't chime in tonight. But she
oh,
says she looks forward to watching us later. So
The the re, the
she
chat.
did let us
friend.
know.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. We'll pick up some more hopefully as we roll along. But hello, Martha. So
Martha.
let so let's start, and let us know if you're drinking anything tonight, Martha, as well. Um, let's start with the our topic. Who wants to start? We all three of us have something to start
I'll go ahead
with.
and start.
Okay.
What are some of the things that you have done to keep sizzle in your relationship? Um, and if you don't sizzle any longer, just say the stuff you've done in the past. If your
You are
sizzling
so
has ceased,
shady. Shady, shady,
just
shady.
whatever you've done creative, or just to put a little spice up in it, keep it lively.
Who are you going to
Who wants to
first?
start?
Okay, dance. You want to dance for your man?
Oh, okay, you've done that.
You've
I've
done a
done that.
striptease?
Basically, it wasn't that good though, but but yeah, it wasn't great. I'm not getting hired anywhere, or
Yeah.
at the time, even at the time. So, but yes, I think that that's fun. I mean, I like to dance anyway,
Yeah.
and I almost dance like on a pole,
So
when I'm
you
out
do
at
it
the
like
club.
this, like stiff, like,
No, just self-conscious. I think
oh yeah.
a little self-conscious. I think
Yeah, see, I
so.
wish, I mean, I've tried that also before, but I'm stiff too, and I'm not stiff on the dance floor. I let it all hang out. But for
Yeah.
some reason, I just wish that I could let all the inhibitions go and do it.
That's hard though. I mean,
Yeah.
on the dance floor it's different because you're into the music and
Right.
you're much more vulnerable,
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, I understand. I understand. So,
Yeah.
but after that, I mean, I haven't done any cool stuff like show up in bra and panties and at the door and flash and be like, hello. I haven't. That's above my uh
Hey, great.
yeah, none of us getting paid tonight. I don't get paid for that, so flashing anybody. But no, that's something that would be cool if I did it. Or I thought about doing it, but I've never gone through. I would always think, oh, by the time I get to the house, I might get pulled over by a cop or this or
Ooh.
that, and you know,
Well, he's not going to tell you to take your coat off, the
I
cop.
don't know. I just again, I'm feeling self conscious about stuff like that. So I think
Maybe
that's
you get into an accident and they see you wearing lacy underwear.
oh yeah, true. But they'll be nice and clean. That's what my mama said. Be careful of the underwear that you put on and all because you never know. So yeah.
Yeah.
But what about you, Althea? You got a long list?
Wait a
Oh,
minute
yes, of course
first.
I have a long list.
My
Okay,
turn.
so let me think of some of the things I've done.
You can't have the topic and go to yourself second.
Wait, somebody asked me, wait a minute, what's with the attack? I was announced.
We're talking about etiquette here. You have to,
Oh, whew,
you have to go
okay.
last, right?
Mm.
Is that how we roll or what?
Wait a second, argue with the person that said my name. Don't argue.
I did. I said Althea. I just jumped in there. So
You
if
just
I'm
Right, right.
disregard
You said
me.
what
All
year.
right,
Go ahead,
sorry. Yeah,
go,
Nina,
go.
what are you doing?
You go ahead. You attacked the right person, not Althea. Althea did nothing to you. Don't get started.
I apologize. I attacked Nina. Nina, stop it.
Go ahead with the two things you're going to say.
Okay. So, no, seriously, I have tried handcuffs. I've tried whip.
I'm not doing that.
I've tried.
Okay, this gonna be good.
Mhm.
What is?
I'm not
What's
trying no that's dangerous.
what's dangerous?
Getting handcuffed and then somebody change their mind and leave you there.
Yeah, that was a Stephen King book. You
Yeah, it
know.
was.
Yeah,
Yep.
but no, I did try handcuffs and like blindfolds and a whip.
Wait,
Toys,
were
of
you getting
course,
whipped? Were you whipping or getting whipped?
both,
Ooh, you so
both.
nasty.
Well, that's part of the excitement. She wanted to get beat on. That's nice.
Not beat on, just
Help
light
me just
things.
whipped. She wanted to
Yes,
get
just.
whipped.
That's sizzle. That's sizzle.
I've tried sexting.
Okay, nice. That's different.
Yeah, so
So
I
you sent your breast over the
Yeah, what you send
actually
over?
no, I didn't send anything.
You
My
received.
partner did something, sent a little pic, a D pic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But all guys do that. I think
Have
guys
you
love doing that.
have you
No,
gotten
no,
one?
no. I'm just saying that guys they will do that at the drop of a hat. I mean, I really
Well,
think they're very proud of those things.
That is not true.
that's not true.
That is true.
No, 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 no.
You
I know.
only hear about the D pics, but they're
Yeah,
99% of the guys are not sending D pics.
no.
yeah, I can vouch for not getting. I actually don't
I
want.
should do a test. I should
I've
go
only
out there
gotten
and
one
ask for some D
pic.
pics. I bet you I get some.
In my 54 years of life, I've only gotten one D pic, and it was from.
I only got one too, and it was laying on a black leather couch. And I'm like, can you send it while it's can you
Wait,
send it while it's active and not laying down like it's on a break? That's just my thought though.
wait,
Well,
wait.
you want an
Was
action photo?
you?
I'm just saying if you're gonna send a picture of your private, you're it's like laying like it's on break. I know it's a decent size, but still don't act like I gotta pet it for it to have. I mean, you're sending a picture, let it be lively.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
No, that's
Wait,
true. That's a good point.
lots
That's a
of
good point.
questions. I'm sorry. Okay, so was the private part laying on the sofa, or was he laying on the sofa?
No, the private part, he had his leg kind of gap and it was laying where you can see it laying on there,
And it,
on the sofa. Yeah.
Sandra,
it
I'm going
was
to say both of them were laying on the sofa.
It was cute, but I'm just
okay.
saying. Okay, go on with the rest of your stuff, Sandra. You haven't gotten to me
No,
yet
but you
because
make it. But that's a very good point out there. If you're going to send a picture, make sure that it's an important.
yeah,
Makes an impression.
be
So
active.
it was not lively. It was not lively.
No, it
Oh,
was
your
on break,
picture was
Sandra.
not
You know what
lively.
it you know
No,
what
no,
you know when
that's
it's
been out
soft.
there.
You know
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it's
yeah. Her
soft.
picture had a little, he had a little stocking cap
Go
on, a
with your
little sleep
story.
cap.
Go with your story.
Okay, so yours was not impressive.
Who?
Your D pic.
I said I've only had one, and that's what it was. I was fine with the way the picture was. He didn't. I'm just saying though. Usually, if a man sends it, usually that's how it is. I'm just saying, and he was just. I guess that's what he sent me. But I mean, that's just my thought on it.
Was that just a
Go
couple weeks
ahead
ago?
with your list because I still have to go with mine.
Oh yeah, go with your list.
I'm done.
Wait. Okay, who was blindfolded
I was.
the whole time?
Oh,
What? I don't understand. What were you? Who put? So you got the blindfold put on you, and then what
I got
happened?
the blindfold put on me, and then there was ice involved, and ice in places, and things like that.
Okay.
So I basically didn't know what was coming. That's
That's what she
the
said.
allure.
Okay. All right.
That's the allure of it.
50
Okay.
Shades
I
of
get it.
Sandra.
50 Shades of Sandra, yes.
No, that was something like out of like 9 weeks or something. Remember they did some
9.5 weeks
Okay.
from
Yeah,
Kim
9.5.
Basinger.
Yeah. Okay. No,
I've tried lots of stuff.
that's sizzle.
When
Yeah.
we get on the adult podcast again, I'll tell you all about
You'll
it.
give me some details. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna need to know some
I
more.
gotta be politically correct with this
How that
Facebook.
Yeah.
ended.
Tiptoe around some of the action, the real action. All right. Where's your long ass list, Althea?
I've done the arrive with the raincoat and pow.
Okay, that's cute. I like that.
Surprise in the car while we're driving. I've done the change my hairstyle when we're dating for, so that, I just have a different look. I've done the different, the whipped cream, the ice, peanut butter. Y'all know I a little fetish with
I
it.
heard
I know
about
you like
peanut
your
butter.
peanut butter.
Huh?
I know you like your peanut butter.
I've done the little peanut butter. I've done, just romance. I did try that. I did try one person I dated for quite a while. At one point, he did like going to strip places, so I bought a little officer outfit, and I practiced my my moves. And I figured for his birthday I would strip with the little officer outfit. So I tried that. Didn't I?
Were
I
you
don't think.
were
I don't
you
think.
stiff? Were you stiff like me and Nina?
Yeah, I don't. Yes, for them, I couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't get
Yeah.
my moves right because I'm sitting there when it's like a person just staring at you,
Right.
and you think it's your significant other or partner, and you feel, oh, this is where you should be most comfortable. That's when you feel the strangest, and it's
Right.
like, oh my god. And then what my problem was is he's seen professionals, so I know my I'm like, I mean, and him and I have gone out and had plenty of fun times, so he knows I can dance, but it wasn't working out that particular day. But he
Yeah.
gave me, okay, on the point Richter scale, he said to me he truly appreciated what I went through to surprise him and to do what I did. So he was very excited for that, and I appreciate how much
He
he gave me.
scored you? He gave you a score?
Not a score. He was very appreciative, and he said it was very very nice of me to go through what I went through. To I had the boom box and everything. I had my little routine all set up. I was doing my little routine. Let me see some other things I've done. I mean, I've done some nice gestures as far as a nice romantic dinner or a nice plan to do a few things. But I think with men mostly they like the sexual things and just being more aggressive and being more the aggressor during. So that's how I try to keep a little sizzler going. And I think when you change up your hairstyle, it gives you a different look for your man.
True.
So
Yeah.
though my list seems really long, it's just the basic for the most part. And back in the day, lingerie, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
always nice.
Yeah.
Now, what excuse me. What has the opposite of, have anything been done to keep the sizzle towards you?
Well,
I
that's
mean, I
good
know
to
you got the pick, but
I've
what
had
about
folks go their way, with a nice surprise with flowers or with, surprising me with a nice gift or massages, going out their way to, maybe come to my job and do something special as far as a lunch or stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that us as women, or we as women, we have a different feeling about what turns us on. We're more into the foreplay of it all. Like you said, bringing you lunch or making you dinner or those kind of things.
right, right, right. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Kind of, I got to scream above the baby. Kind of turn us on more, and it kind of gets us more in the mood.
True.
So yeah, I definitely agree with Althea. Although he was the one who bought the handcuffs and the whip, so I guess that was for both of us.
And
I've done that. I've done that also, Sandra, with the tie your hands up, and
Yeah,
somewhere along the line, you get to do these type of
You're not
things as
tying
well.
me up, but that's another. We'll talk more about that, like you said, if we can go further. But
Oh,
I
okay.
think that you guys are have given some ideas to anyone listening of what to try, and hopefully everything worked out. How was your wine so far?
Oh, I just want to say real quick, Natalie joined us. Hi, Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
So I'm wondering too, Martha and Natalie, have you guys had anything to spice up your sex life or your movie going?
You got some sizzling.
Yes, some sizzling. My wine's pretty good. I'm drinking.
You're drinking. Okay. Well, you too, Althea? Are you enjoying your wine so far?
I like it. It's very nice.
Okay. All right. Well, can't wait to hear the score. Let's go ahead and switch over to. Go ahead, Sandra.
I was just gonna ask, how's your wine?
Not bad
Not
so
bad?
far. I'm a little surprised. That's why I'm asking how are you guys. I was a little surprised. So I'll let you know what I think coming up. Let's go ahead and move to another topic. So Sandra, you had already busted Well, meow. First you
Yeah,
jumped on
that was
Althea,
you.
like,
I
wow, she
yeah,
still got your
mistaken.
teeth marks in her ass. Now
Yes.
then you jump to me about etiquette. So
Yeah.
you had a topic about etiquette. What is it?
My topic is what are some etiquette things that etiquette faux pas that really kind of upset you or irritate you? So,
Mm,
like for me, obviously, when I'm like just jumped over, no, but that just happened. But no, like for instance, if someone shows up at your house unannounced, they don't tell you they're coming, they don't call, they just show up at your house. I think that's rude. That's like saying, I'm just sitting around waiting on you to come and I'm not doing anything. You don't know what I'm doing. That's
It,
one.
is there any circumstances where
yeah, I was gonna say, can your family do it? Your family do that to you?
I don't have much family, so no.
Nobody.
And the
Mm.
family I do have, no, don't just show up at my house because they all live out of state. So,
okay. Okay.
so if I just give me a heads up, even text message, 15, 20, half an hour before you arrive to say that you're coming.
Okay.
You know, um, I think another one is if you are having a party and you invite a person, if they just bring someone and don't clear a +1 with you. That's
Mhm.
rude.
That is rude. Yeah.
Another thing, that's my last one, is if you ask people to RSVP, they don't RSVP and then just
Show up.
show up. I hate that because I'm usually putting some kind of thought into my event and I probably done something, a little special thing for each person. So when you do that, it just throws everything off and it's just so rude.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's RSVP or okay, I got
What
you.
about you
Yeah.
out there? You go ahead.
Well, the few you put a topic on, um, I pretty much somewhat feel the same way. As far as my family, they can drop by. I mean, I have one and two people that have a key. I'm very comfortable as far as immediate family, sister, brother, even certain cousins. Not a
Yeah.
problem. Not a problem. Anybody else, you should be at least let me know you're coming. I mean, if it's a neighbor that's next door, this, that, the other. I mean, because I don't answer if I'm not expecting you. I don't answer the door friendly. I mean, I come like I'm ready to fight. I'm like, what?
Oh, what?
Wow.
So if you
Wow.
want a nice greeting, you might want to let me know. But yes, I agree that you should let folks know you're coming. As far as with the +1, yeah, I think it depends on the with me. I've had a lot of house parties. I mean, I'm from New York and I'm also Jamaican. So when you're having a party and it's a regular party, bringing one and two and three extra people, that's just more people to party with. So that's kind of the concept. But if you're having like a dinner or a gathering where you're really counting the heads and someone brings a +1, that is extremely rude because, but if somebody titles it house party or it's just a party, general party, there's just a difference. I'm just used to being,
Yeah, just casual. I
it wouldn't
understand.
bother me with the +1. I've had people bring +3, 4, 5. It just let the party go longer. But yes, and RSVP is definitely rude if you don't do it. If someone requests for you to specifically say you're coming so they can count your head and count spending money on you, which they're going out their way to, it's rude not to. It's rude not to just to show up. You could at least last minute say, "Hey, plans changed. Is it okay that I still do this?" But when it comes to RSVP, if you just show up, just because some people's mindset was they already counted me and I was already invited, so I can still show. But
Oh, right. That's true. That
that's
makes
really
sense.
the mind, and that's what the problem is. Everyone has their own way of thinking with their etiquette, and but when the shoe's on the other foot, would they want that?
Right.
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 Exactly.
So yeah, so those type of things that you touch base with, I'm a little bit more laid back with some of it, but if you knock on my, unless you're like somebody trying to surprise me at my door that I haven't seen in years, and it was just like but other than that, just knocking on my door is not.
Yeah, not gonna work. You give them a straight attitude.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
What about you, Nina?
Um, my thing that actually bothers me is when someone comes to your home and begin to look through. Don't open my refrigerator, for instance.
Oh my, really?
Yes,
Somebody open?
yes, more than once. Don't go through my cabinets. Oh, you're looking for a glass. Why don't you ask me? And on this particular one, someone grabbed my mother's glasses that I never use.
I know who
So
you're
you
talking about.
know what I'm talking about. So that bothers me because you don't know that. But yeah, I've had several people at my house that just open my refrigerator.
Is it family? Are you talking about
No, no,
family?
I'm not talking about family. And
Now,
family shouldn't do it either.
I went in your fridge when you told me that you had water in your fridge.
No, no, no. That's okay.
I
I'm
I was
hope
like,
talking about
I
looking
want to make
up.
sure that I'm not on that fridge list.
No, 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 no. Because if you say, "Do you have this?" and I say, "Yeah, look in the fridge," that's
Yeah, you
different.
said you had water
But
in
if
your
I'm
fridge.
just sitting there and you open up my refrigerator,
I don't even do that at people's houses. Yeah.
believe me, there are lots of people. That's happened to me more than once with different people.
Wow.
And that is something that I'm thinking because my mother was a fanatic over this kind of stuff. And
Mm.
I'm thinking, did no one else learn this? Was it just my mother that, so yeah,
Oh, you're right. You're
more than
right.
once.
That's weird.
So that's that and going through my cabinets with, grabbing stuff. Just ask me. And 9 times out of 10, I'll say, oh, look up there or, something. But yeah, I don't like you going through my things.
Yeah.
Do you
I
say
think it's
something to them when they do it? I mean, what is your approach?
the refrigerator. I have said things like, "What are you doing in my refrigerator?" Or "Please don't go in my refrigerator." I have, but at the same time, you know,
You
you
try
know,
not to do that.
I try not to because they're usually over there, and maybe they're over there with other people, and I try not to just throw a bomb in the middle. But I have said something because
I got you.
that
I
sort of
got you.
thing really just ask me, and I'll say, look in the refrigerator or look in that drawer. Or but a lot of times, like depending on the gathering, I like to go get it myself because I'm the host.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can be real sharp with people, but I can also be very friendly, and some people just believe that that means,
Open
Free-
hands.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So lesson learned is don't be so friendly. No, I'm kidding.
Martha said, oops, I always go in your fridge.
Well, that's why I had to hurry up and that's why I
No,
had to
it's
say something because we all been to your house.
yeah, you've been there, but no, I'm not talking about Martha or I'm talking
It's
about
been
over
drinking and did
time.
something. I don't know.
You might as well say who it was.
No, no, no. It's not even. Well, one of
No,
the people
I'm playing. I'm playing.
is but who went in my cabinets. I could say that, but you probably
Who
can
was
guess. Sandra know who it was that went in and got my damn
I know
glasses from my
know
mother. That really
yeah.
pissed me off. Uh,
Yeah.
Another thing with etiquette that I think should be done if you're coming to someone's house, if they're um, if they're throwing a party and you offer to bring something, then bring it or let them know that you're not going to bring it, but this is to me, don't show up and say, oh, well, we're going to do this and you're in it together, and then you bring some cheesy cheap stuff that I would have rather you kept at home. you
I
know
know who
I
that was.
don't like people, well, I don't like people who bring stuff and then reach past their little cheapy cheese stuff for your stuff.
Yeah.
I had that
That's what I
actually
mean.
happen to me.
Huh?
I had that happen to me just like you're saying, Nina, and I'll explain when you're done talking.
Yeah. You bring stuff and that has happened. So you brought this, your little chicken dogs, and then you reach past that to get the big beef hot dogs. And it's kind of like you should have just kept that at home. The other part of that is you brought it here, you enjoyed the hospitality because no one wanted that. Now you're going to take it home with you.
No. I have to say something then. I draw the line there. I'm gonna be rude.
That's that's
'Cause that
that's
is
another thing. So
That is
those are
another thing. If
etiquettes
you
that
bring it,
if
you
you
leave
bring
it.
it there, it's there.
Bring it, you leave
Don't
it.
take it
That's
home with
already that belongs to wherever you brought it, which some people are cheesy like that too.
yeah.
But what I was trying to say was I had a house party one time. I've had about 9 or 10 of them since I've been living in my house. And this one particular time, what happened is when a lot of the men that I'm really, really, really cool with, they'll ask me, do you want me to bring a liquor? Do you want me to bring any beer, stuff like this? So I had a guy that I know pretty well, and he said, what do you want me to bring? And I said, well, bring a case of Heineken's. You know, that's like $22. That's nothing for him. No, I said, bring a 12 pack. He said, oh, I'll just go ahead and bring the case. He's the one that offered. He called and asked. So I said, no problem. So then what happened was, I think about a week before my birthday party was going to happen, he says to me, I spoke to my sister and she says, oh, I don't know why she's asking you to bring stuff to her party. If you can't afford to have a party, you shouldn't be asking people to bring stuff. So I said, first of all, I didn't ask you to bring anything. I said, you offered, and now I'm counting on it. So I said, you let me know if it's a problem, because that's one less case that because I like to start my party off with a set amount of stuff. So I said, now I'm counting on it. So because usually he'd drop it like the night before. Oh, no, it's not, she just say, I said, look, so we ended up having words over it. I said, look, by the time I was done, it was my birthday party. So I was sitting there saying, I said, you know what? Don't even come. I said, don't even come, because at this point, I don't even know why I'm having a conversation with you about something you had with your sister when you offered, and now you want to argue with me about it. I said, don't come. He shows up to my party.
Anyway.
He walks in, my party was already on blast, and he walks in with 4 people. Okay, like I said, it's a house party, and so usually it's not a problem for him to bring extra people. What did he have? Oh, here. He bought, when I opened the bag, it was Ice House and a 6-pack of Ice House. Okay, I'm enjoying my party. So I took his little raggedy cheap beer and put it wherever, because I don't even serve that. Okay, so I put it to the side. And while I'm doing stuff, because I'm feeding, I'm doing stuff, I'm making sure the food is hot. When I look, he has a Heineken in his hand.
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
You don't want to bring it.
So I was, at this point, I got twisted, because I'm like, I already uninvited you. You still come, you bring cheap stuff. Now you're drinking what you didn't even bring. So I'm standing there, another young lady said, so you look a little disturbed. I said, and she knew him too. She brought him and me into my bedroom. And she said, how could you be so cheap? She said, no, Jamaican people aren't like that. They always bring this in. And so she's going off on him. Oh, it's not like that. I said, well, and so I said to myself, oh, I see you drinking the Heineken when you brought Ice House.
Right.
And so, I went off on him in the bedroom, and, oh, I could go get this. I said, nah. I said, we done. So it was just really weird. But I don't take y'all time up with that. It was just odd to me that you think you're driving your Mercedes Benz and you offered me something, and now you want to come and try to prove a point. Don't prove a point to me.
Yeah, it's like because your sister said,
got in his head. Did the sister come to the party, by the way? Did the sister come to the party?
Huh? What'd you say?
Did the sister come to the party that got in his head?
No, I don't like his sister. That's the same woman that said we dated for a short period of time, and when we went to go see him in West Palm, where she lives, she was inviting him to some beach party, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna bring out here." She said, "You don't bring sand to the beach."
That was that one. Yeah.
So she is a hater for me. I know she's jealous. And you can't do things for your brother that I do. So I don't even know what you're hating on me for.
Ew. Let's go ahead and get off of that topic.
They may be from West Virginia.
Well, it's true. West Virginia, we don't know what goes on.
Where I'm going with this is, even as a single woman, when you're dating, and you date people with their grown daughters, and they're all jealous. I understand people's grown children being protective, but don't be nasty. And don't be disrespectful. You want to be protective to make sure a person's not trying to take advantage of your parent. But nobody takes the place of who you're dating. When you're dating, it's a different relationship than your mother and father relationship, than your children relationship. It's totally different. So you can't take that place.
Let me ask a question that you said that. Have you guys ever had a situation or know of a situation where an outside person just ruined the relationship? Like the mother-in-law or the father. Have you guys ever experienced that? I mean, because clearly if you and this guy were together, the sister would have been so much involved that she would have just ruined the relationship.
Well, she probably would have, but me and him didn't make it because for other reasons. But I don't know if this is a thing though. You're saying that she probably would have. It just depends on how much that person allows it. Because I could ignore ignorance from whatever a person a person's family member is bringing. You understand? Because you do have people that are jealous, and they'll say, now, don't be rude and don't say certain things to an extreme, because then I'm going to say something. But I can ignore little stuff, and I can
Little
ignore
stuff.
some things because I haven't had every person I dated mother who some just act so protective over their son. I'm like, you can't
They got
do
something to
nothing for
say.
your
They
son.
got something to say. What about
Don't
you,
get,
Sandra?
you have a nice person talking to your son. You can't do everything. My oldest son's mother, she was just really. I'm like, well, is your son like the Prince of Wales? I mean, he
Don't
not
even
rich.
start it on the royal
Well,
family.
to some moms, they get involved heavy like that, and they mess. Yeah,
You
sometimes
know,
that does happen.
you over
Okay,
there being protective, and I'm like, what's going on? I mean, am I not seeing something? Because
okay, so everybody loves me.
Okay.
Anyone I've ever dated, their mom, their family, everybody loves me. So
So you ever had that issue
never had a problem with any in-laws or sisters or brothers or anything like that.
getting involved with it?
As
Okay,
the
let me go.
Jamaican brothers will tell you.
Well, the Jamaican brothers, that's a whole different Oprah, as they say. Let me ask the question, kind of changing topics to our final topic here about relationships. I want to know, put your petty hats on, put your petty, Queen of Petty crowns on, and let me know if even if you look at yourself and say that's petty, where you have broken up with your significant other, boyfriend, if you have broken up with friends and decided I don't want to be your friend anymore, or even say that person can't be my friend. What reasons that you now say, well, it might be a little petty that you have done, and then and maybe if you have somebody an anecdote about somebody else that you know that was just that petty that they actually said, let's stop this relationship, or let's not even start a relationship. I'm going to go to you first, Sandra.
I don't know if you guys agree with this. You guys know me pretty well. I don't think I'm a petty person. So I don't think I mean,
I
I
don't think you
will,
entertain pettiness. I don't think you entertain it.
yeah, and I will throw shade about petty things. Like I
Yeah.
can be shady in that way about petty things, but as far as in a relationship, a friendship, or some kind of intimate relationship, I don't think I'm petty in that way. I think I take a lot of crap before I just cut you off. But I can be petty, shady petty, or whatever.
Well,
Um,
maybe let me do this. Let me add and say, well, maybe not petty. Maybe, for instance, like I said, I had a friend that did not like the way the guy chewed, so that was the end of their dating.
yeah, and
That was
I was gonna say
small. I don't know if you call it petty though, but
right.
it's kind of
I was
small.
gonna say when I told y'all the story about the guy with the tooth, all everybody was like, y'all had no pity or y'all didn't have no sympathy for him with his situation that he
that
didn't.
was funny as hell, though.
No,
That
wait
was
one
funny
second.
as hell.
No, wait one second. Y'all didn't have no sympathy for the fact that the guy didn't have no. It's not his fault that he has that situation. All it was jokes. So, oh yeah, and saga.
Well, he act like it was, just real quick, she dated a guy who was we used the word snaggletooth,
I
and
We
told
he,
him.
find that
I told him the
episode.
story. I told him the story about what I didn't like that he did with his tooth that was protruding, and they
yeah.
went took.
To move.
They don't even know what the guy looked like. They don't even know. They don't even have a photo. They just went off. They off of the story I told of the fact I didn't like he nibbled or did a snipping with his tooth, and they just went off. They named it a
That was
snip.
hilarious. We gotta find that episode.
Tooth and everything.
You
And
think
I
that
actually
was petty that we went off to say, well, don't put your teeth where it's not supposed to be with your
well,
snaggletooth?
there's nothing wrong with the jokes, but there's nothing wrong with the jokes, of course, because I'm a jokester all day long. But that's a physical impairment that he didn't ask to be on himself. And y'all were going in. Y'all were like, oh,
He didn't have to use his tooth in that fashion, though.
no, listen, that was my
Somebody
problem.
told him they liked
You
it.
weren't coming to the defense of how he's using it. You were busy. Look, I'm just using that as how that was like.
I don't think that's petty. I think that's a real good reason why you need to drop him. If he's gonna be no, not drop him. But that's
No,
not,
me
that's a
and
real
didn't get
reason.
along for another reason. He had that tooth problem when I started talking to him. He had a lot of pluses that went with him. And that's why we started talking in the first place. He hasn't had no problem dating in the past. There's plenty of people that have deficiencies and have a lump or has this, has that they still can, his personality and everything else that what they do. Sometimes.
So basically what I'm hearing is neither one of you guys are petty. You don't have any petty issues.
I didn't get to start on mine. I'm sorry. I jumped in with the
well, Sandra started off with she's not petty. She's done. Okay, so
I'm just not petty.
You're just not petty.
I don't know. Petty's not a thing I've dealt with. As I'm the example with the that. I mean, I'm just really not I'm more of a person where I don't do petty too well. I don't do petty too well. So no, that's not a topic for me where I stop talking to somebody for something small or frugal or not serious, or I give a lot more. I give a lot more.
I will say though, if I was in the dating game, I would be a lot more particular and a lot more petty. Like I wouldn't date someone who, was messy, or I wouldn't date someone who had bad breath or who had bad shoes or didn't put himself together, or whose hair was nasty. I mean, I would be petty in that way, I think, if I was in the dating game.
In the dating game. Well, I'm talking about any friends, even female friends. No pettiness there either.
No, I think I can kind of roll with anybody.
Roll with the punches.
Yeah, I think I can kind of roll with the punches. I'm going to talk about you and throw shade at you all day long. And then maybe
I had a friend. You guys tell me this if this is petty.
Okay.
I had someone that I didn't really want to be friends with because she had a smell. Is that petty?
No.
It's not petty, but I'm going to go somewhere with a story that most people don't. To me, did you ever bring it up to her or let her know?
I did. Unfortunately, I learned that that some of my opinion should be kept to myself. Number one. Number two is that somebody actually asked me if I had Asperger because I just say what's on my mind. It's like, I'm sorry. So I had to learn how to control my honesty.
There's nothing wrong with that. My mother had
but I was asked that. It was like, well, I did not realize that was a problem because I did ask her about her smell. This was in high school.
What did she say?
She told me that she did bathe, but she didn't use deodorant because she used oil or something. And I was thinking, I didn't say this, but she didn't have like, I just washed myself and now through the day I got a little funky. She smelled like she had the funky from days, she had stale funk. But I did ask her what's wrong with deodorant. And so, yes, I did. And I thought I did it in a nice way. But we were partners in a dance for modern dance, and we had to choreograph a routine for a grade. And she got me back because she took it hard, I guess. But she didn't act like it when I was talking to her. And she didn't act like she took it, but she got me back because she dropped out of the dance at the last minute. So I was by myself. Yes, she did.
Now that was petty.
Yeah, that was petty, but it's not my fault.
She was trying to get you back. But I'm gonna say this. There's nothing wrong with your feelings, and that's because you have the right to be around who you want. But people do have issues. My son used to hang out with a friend, and the little boy had issues, and it just sometimes his odor would come, and he took baths. And for some reason, but him and the little boy got along just fine. And his mother said to me, she really appreciated because they don't really know what the problem is. Now I'm gonna go somewhere else with this. My mother had a good friend at work, and she started having an odor at work. And my mother said that people were talking about her behind her back. And when she said she said she smelled the odor that they were talking about, and she took it to the side and she said, "Do you realize you have odor?" She said, "Yes, I don't know what's wrong." The woman said this to my mother. So this is why I'm asking, did you ever say anything? Because a true person would at least try to help first. I mean, people talk behind your back all day long. That's not new. So my mother said to her, "Do you realize?" And she said, "Yes, I don't know." And the woman, she was frantic. She said, "Well, she tries everything. She's showering, she's bathing, she's wiping. She said she don't know what it is. So she said that she made a doctor's appointment. Come to find out, when she had her menstrual cycle, she had put another tampon up behind another one.
Oh, God.
And so the smell was coming from the tampon that was up in her.
Okay,
What I'm trying to say
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
trying to say is, here it is that people are treating her like a dog or talking about her like a dog, and she has a legitimate problem that she's concerned about and she's washing.
Correct, correct,
And
correct.
so, and I'm telling you, I just even watched Dr. Popper, and there's a girl that
okay.
she
I've
said
seen
that
that.
the girl sweat profusely, and she said people are always. She said she could walk and she's just sweating and it's just pouring down her. And sometimes people could tend to be mean. You don't know what people's personal problem really is. You're just judging and saying you don't wash is not just the answer for everybody. You know, everybody has different things that are chemistries in their body that things happen. You don't want to be around them by all means. It's 100% you're right. But it's
But
not.
Nina handled it right. She talked to the girl or whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought of a petty thing. Okay, so we lived in Maryland. We had a next door neighbor. It was a husband, wife, and a child about my daughter's age. And every now and then they would come over to play it. She would come over to play at our house, and Caitlin would go over to play at their house. So this one particular day, I picked Caitlin up, and she's like, "They made me eat raisins," and Caitlin hated raisins.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, excuse me, if my daughter says she doesn't like something, she doesn't like it. Don't force her to eat something that she says she doesn't like. If that's the only thing you have to eat, she won't eat anything.
Yeah.
I cut those people off from that day forward.
For raisins, huh? But
I'm
you're
done.
right, though. You're right.
Well,
That's
that's not really petty
They
because
should have never forced her.
they should have never forced her, and God knows what else they may force her.
Not
Now,
really.
what was petty would have been if you invited her daughter over and made her eat something that she didn't like, and then sent her home. Say, "Go tell your mama."
Yeah, I
That
don't
would have
mean
been petty.
force fed, but I
I know what
mean,
you mean. Like, you better eat this.
try it. Oh, you like it? Have you ever tried them and stuff like that? It's like, no, I'm like done. Okay, that's not petty. So
Yeah, I don't think that's petty. I don't think
petty.
that's petty. But
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and rate our wine because
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead and
All right.
close out. Did everybody enjoy their wine? Yes, 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 yes.
Yes,
Well, we'll
yes,
find
yes,
out.
yes, yes.
Yes,
Done.
yes. Okay, Alexandra. Then were you first? Yeah. Go ahead and remind us what we're drinking and rate your wine for tonight.
Reminding, I am drinking Robert Mondavi. I like that name, Mondavi. It just
Mondavi.
rolls off my tongue. Just rolls off my tongue. It's the Robert Mondavi Cabernet Sauvignon Private Selection 2018. It's a 13.5% alcohol. It was about $7.97 at Total Wine. Comes from California.
Yeah, that is a cheap wine. I mean, or inexpensive. Every time I've seen it, it's been like,
and
I've never got it because of that. Feels a little too
I
cheap.
didn't buy it either. It was left at my house. Thank you, Nancy.
Robert Mondavi can be a hit or miss. Sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was the private selection, that probably put it a few steps above. I'm gonna say the taste is an 8. I don't mind the taste. It's actually pretty good. It's very full bodied. You're gonna get that, full bodied taste from this wine. The cost, I gotta give it a 10. $7.97, less than $8.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot beat that with a
And
rubber
the taste
mallet.
isn't bad. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And taste is an 8. That's actually a pretty good score.
That's pretty good. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
I'm gonna give the buzzability a 10.
What? So that little cheapo Robert Mondavi?
That's a 28 for the Robert Mondavi private selection. That's
good to know. That's good to know because I pass up Mr. Cheapo all the time.
It's a very inexpensive wine, but it's full bodied and it's not that bitter taste. Sometimes this Cabernet Sauvignons is kind of a little bitter sometimes.
Yeah,
but this one really it's kind of
good to know. I'll have to try that because I think I've had some Robert Mondavi that's been like
right.
Yeah, every time I see it, I'm like, that's stuff. I'm not buying it. That's cheap. I'm not buying it. So, and I will when I post my score, I'll tell you if I had a headache tomorrow morning.
Amen, sister.
Yes. So, PCB 28.
28 is really high. Wow, that's good to know. Very good to know. What about you, Althea?
Okay, I have the Paso Robles. And I feel like Lucille Ball with Vija Vitamine. But now at this point, I'm feeling it's a 14.9.
Nice.
So it's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And
What you're drinking?
okay, but in all honesty, it has. I don't want to start reading off this stuff in here, but it's toasty oak, spice, cocoa, dark chocolate,
Wow.
ripe red fruits. It is pleasantly strong. It just gives it came across with uh a nice strong flavor, and I like the taste. Um, the cost now, okay, this is a two-part answer. Sorry, I got it on clearance for $5. You can't beat
Wow.
that, but I can't recommend that to you guys because you may not find it for $5. All right. So when I
Because the
look it
regular
up,
price is, yeah, go ahead,
the
tell us
regular
regular.
price is like $60 a bottle. I don't even know what happened right here, but I'm really enjoying this. So I gave the cost a 5 because I'm not paying $60 for the bottle unless it's a special situation happening and very special. The buzzability I gave a 10 because I can't even pronounce it. Couldn't pronounce it when I wasn't drinking, and I can't pronounce it now. So the whole TCB is a 25, and I'm sticking to that.
And
Let
if you
me
can get it for 5, you get it again, girl. Because
It's a
sounds
say,
California wine.
you said before we started recording that you're drinking the 2017,
Yes.
but 2018 that was 60 something dollars a bottle.
Yes. When I was trying to find the price online because I got it on clearance,
Right.
I know that can't possibly, but it's a quality wine. So somehow they got it and put it on clearance probably because they're probably getting rid of that last stock. But I don't know how that happened, to be honest with you.
What I'm gonna say is that the different years are different. So because it's 2018 was 60 doesn't mean the 2017 was 60. That's all.
Okay, I got you. I do have that understanding. And
Years are
you're right about that. It might have even been this. You're right. It might have even been their starter wine. It might have been not a good batch. It is a good batch. I'm enjoying it. But yes, I understand. It's true.
They only had one bottle at the Walgreens.
If I knew what I knew today, I would have, because I went back and
they were gone.
It was gone. Okay.
Yeah, post that because I'll be on the lookout because if they're getting rid of it, well, it's kind of hard to believe they would get rid of it at that price.
Walmart. It was Walmart. And what happened was, I truly think it was just an odd. I think they saw it and just put it out there and don't realize what it was.
What they put out there.
Because the other stuff that was on clearance was clearance stuff that I wouldn't buy.
Oh, okay.
Lucky
okay. Well, that's good. You lucked out, girl. You lucked out because even though it may not be 66, it's probably close.
Oh, it's nice.
Hi, Karen. Karen's on. Hi, Karen.
Karen's in our house. Yeah.
And
what
Martha
is going on?
I want to have what Althea's having. That's what Martha said.
Yeah. Well, if I could find that, make sure you post that because it's probably going on sale. Oh, you got it a while ago. A lot of times when things go on sale, they go on sale across the country, just in different ways.
Yeah, so, I think they found. Yeah. I think it's one of those cases where it's just in their way and they got rid of it.
And they just got rid of it. So you lucked out for sure. I'm actually drinking something called Urban Barn. It was a BOGO. I kind of like the label. It's a little funky. It's a Pinot Noir. I don't usually drink Pinot Noirs only because they always add a little something extra. And sometimes I don't like the extra flavor that comes with a Pinot Noir. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I don't like it. So it's a hit or miss. This extra flavor on this one had a little spiciness. It was fruity, but a little spiciness to it. And for some reason, I like that because I like a little spicy.
You're spicy.
I'm spicy. Yes, I did like this Pinot Noir, little extra flavor tonight. It is a California wine, and I'm drinking a 2018. Regular price is $15.99. BOGO, so I feel pretty good about getting this BOGO. If I split it, I pay $8 for it, so I'm enjoying it. It's at 13.5%. I'm going to give the taste a 9. The cost, I'm going to give it an 8. Because I like to pay less than $20 for one bottle. If it's over $20, I'm getting to be like, oh, what the hell am I getting ripped off? But it's just wine, it's just wine, it's just grapes. But under that, I'm good. So I'm going to give the cost an 8, and the buzzability is really nice. It's only a 13 point. I say only. I say
Yeah,
only because I can
Oh my
handle
God.
much stronger. But it's a 13.5%. And so I'm going to give the buzzability a 9 because it's really a nice wine. The grand total is 26. I would get it again if I saw it on sale. I would definitely get it again. But it's not a bad wine. It's not a bad wine. I'm glad I kind of picked it up to give it a try.
So it was
So
regularly $16.99 or $15.99?
$15.99,
That's
which
pretty
is
good
16
cost.
bucks.
Even
Yeah.
for, yeah.
Yeah. So if I was out and be like, oh, this is the only thing left on the shelf, or not, if I was looking and I didn't know the other wines, but I knew this one, I would pick this one up
Yeah.
and grab it. So because I know now, because it's,
Yeah.
I know that I'll enjoy drinking it. So yeah, absolutely. So I'm at a 26, and I would recommend this if you like Pinot Noir, that little extra flavor.
Hey, all right.
All right. All righty. That guy was not adding too much flavor tonight.
Not even music.
And he threw something in earlier.
He threw
We didn't
something in
get
earlier.
music.
He laughed at Althea not being able to pronounce her
Whatever,
Cabernet.
whatever.
Yes, I did.
I do this all day long.
He's here all week.
He's here all week. So
I
anyway,
I want to show you guys I'm wearing my Atlanta wine shirt
Oh, I wanted to buy one.
that
Oh.
I bought off a person's body.
oh, you did? Because I was going to say they didn't have any
Yes.
more.
Because what happened was
That
real
is for the
quick.
people who work there, isn't it? Aren't they
Yes,
for the people who work
it's
there?
for the people who work there. And I walked up to him and I said, I'll give you $20 for your shirt. He said,
Wow.
what? I said, I'll give you $20 for your shirt. I didn't
Strip.
have $20. I had to borrow $20 from Josie.
And he took
And
it off?
I got the $20 and he went to like a golf cart kind of thing. He got a new shirt and handed me this one. I took it home and washed it.
Oh, that's nice.
I think Nina froze. Nina, are you there? Hello? Hello?
She's frozen.
Can you hear me?
Yes, there you
Okay.
And she's back.
Okay. So did he get another shirt of the same kind, or he come back with a new shirt?
No, he was in a different shirt. It was in like the golf cart. So there must have been his stuff that he probably came with the shirt on, and then they gave him this shirt at the wine thing.
Right.
But then I took it off.
That's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, they never have those for sales, the ones that the people are wearing.
Well,
So
they did that first year we went, remember?
Yeah, because we got some, but
And
after
somebody
that,
took a lot of them.
I officer, your officer, I have nothing to do with that.
We had evidence, but we not steal it.
I have nothing to do with that. But yeah, so yeah, well, maybe next time we'll look into it. So next time.
Hey, I think we probably need to do a little bit more homework on that etiquette topic, because if you really think about it, not etiquette, I'm sorry, petty. There's probably some stuff we've been petty about, each of us, that we probably haven't realized. Because sometimes we ask each other questions and you don't think in depth of some things you've really done. Or
I agree. I agree.
Maybe revisit that one another time. I'll try to really think, because I'm sure there's something that I've done somewhere.
I agree, because it's hard to think off the cuff. I agree.
So that's why if it did happen, it's probably like, oh, okay. But yeah.
I'm sure I have several petty things. So I'll think on it too. So yeah. But anyway, that's it for tonight. And bye, Martha.
Bye, Karen. Bye, Natalie.
Bye, Karen, Natalie, whoever's still on. All right. So I want to try that wine. Signing off for now is Nina.
And I'm Sandra.
And I'm Althea.
Okay, until next time.
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a great time. Have fun. Go swimming, fireworks. My
Jam.
Pinot Noir is working. Wow.